And the Tigers with the ball and a 3-point lead. And you see this defense is geared around slowing down Murphy for the Grizzlies lead.
Yeah, they know where he is all the time on the court on the offensive side. That's usually a pretty good strategy. Take away the best player from the other team and you got a good chance to win the game. Unfortunately for Logan, they haven't been able to take away Egbert's effectiveness tonight for Ogden.
Oh, Egbert looked like he may have stepped on the end line, but a foul first. That one's on Kazir.
That foul's on Jake Kazir, his first
That's
personal.
his first, Jake Kazir. 6'4" senior. Brimhall comes into the game and Larson sits down. And Brimhall knocks that one away from Smith, but Smith gets it back. Smith into the paint.
Wow. Little two-handed push shot finds its way over the front of the rim. That's
15 for Smith, 14 for Egbert. 29 of the 42 points. And there's just some hustle by Ogden, putting their bodies on the floor. Logan retains possession, but Ogden's getting after it, Lee.
They're playing great defense.
We talked about signature wins, and Ogden would have to think about this as being a signature win on the season. Over a 5-1 Logan team. See if the Grizz can come back, as they're down by 5 now.
Well, Logan won a squeaker in their last game against Park City by 2 points, and they have to use some of that experience today to get back in this game and win a close one, it looks like.
60-58 the score in that one. Three-pointer good. There's Murphy up to double figures with 10. Egbert sliding all over the place.
Yeah.
Travel call.
You can slide the whole length of the court on your with your belly, not on your back. There's where the travel happens right there.
And he slid a long way on his back. That's interesting. That's interesting that the call was put together that way.
I don't know who thought that up, but that's the rule.
Like you're going to get some competitive advantage by sliding through somewhere on your back.
So it is easier to pass off your back than your belly.
Like basketball in the Matrix. 2:40 to play here in the third period. A 2-point Ogden lead. Logan with a chance to tie or take the lead of their own. Murphy. 3-ball won't go, and Egbert takes it off the rim. Oh, he landed on the ball, but he jumps right back up.
Foul on 35, Jake Kazir.
Kazir just picked up his second. That ball had good rotation, good everything, and it just spun out of there.
Checking in for the Grizzlies,
Shot a little bit long. Nice press break.
Smith with the left hand, won't go. Sadie White tries to knock it out, but Larson comes up with it. Brimhall, 3-ball, no. And we go the other way with the Tigers. Black down low, Egbert to his left. No, excuse me, to his right, and he used one too many steps. He went to his right from the left block, I mean.
Should have gone to his left, maybe he would have traveled.
The move was so quick, my mind couldn't keep up with my tongue. We're lucky we actually got words out. Under 2 minutes to play in the third period now. Logan down by a bucket. Kazir bowls his way in, and he'll go to the line.
That's good play by Kazir. He knows he's got Egbert on his hip, and he doesn't have good position on him, so just go up strong. He's going to draw that foul.
Foul on number 1.
Egbert's on his left hip there, and if the man doesn't close out on the opposite side, he's not going to get a charge.
Correction, that foul's on number 10.
Egbert with his second foul. As Kazir Rattles this one home.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, number 3, Jesse Brady. And number 15 for the Tigers, Blake Newman.
Jesse Brady comes into the ball game now for.
Didn't cut his hair since football.
Nope.
I'm just jealous.
Pretty much. Kazir hit them both. We're tied at 42 with 1:45 to play in the third. Sadie White up and under, won't go. And a foul.
They're going to get a foul out top before he charged. There was going to be a charge down low, but he gets chipped right there at about the free throw line by Russell Murphy.
That's his second.
Take a look here. Here's where the foul comes on the little reach. And that would have been a charge there had they not called the foul earlier.
Smith with the quick three off the inbounds play. Doesn't get it, but Sadie White with the board. And he's fouled. Lee, we don't keep stats for rebounding. Can't watch the game and keep that many stats at once. But you have to say offensive rebounds favor Ogden as we look at the SC Needham Schooler's middle of the block side of the clock. Tied up at 42.
What Coach Brown said during halftime when I asked him that quick question, he said, we're getting out rebounded, and that worked on the boards, and that's really how you get the break started. Everything revolves around rebounding, cleaning up the glass, whether it's offensive or defensive side. And you're right, Logan's getting beat on the glass.
Sadie White with 11, 3 players in double figures for Ogden. Cale Buck has 2, and McKay Smith has 1, and then it's Sadie White, Smith, and Egbert. Sadie White now with 12. 44-42 Tigers. And that one got away from, I don't know if it got away from Johnny Luke or Brady zigged when he should have zagged.
And the pass was just a little bit late, and by then Brady was gone.
The pressure bothered Ogden early. Hasn't since. Smith clearly has the green light to shoot. He's a long way away on that one. And there's a reach on Smith.
And Brimhall dribbles into traffic and gets cut off by his own player there, I think. Murphy clogged it up a little bit.
Foul on Spencer Smith, his first personal. Checking in for the Grizzlies, number 12, Joe Benyon.
Benyon comes in for Kazir. Remember, Benyon playing with 3 fouls. With 1:05 to play in the third, they go back to the big man.
But he's a rebounding fool, and that's one of the things Logan needs right now.
Well, Murphy, a short corner with nowhere to go. And Logan turns it over again, trailing by a bucket. Ogden with a chance to extend that lead. Sadie White thought about it. Johnny Luke with the pilfer and the lay-in. Luke with 6, and he ties it up at 44. Quad 4s on the board at the rec center with 20 seconds to play in the third period. Black can't get it to go. Rebound by Murphy. Luke ahead to Brimhall. He's tripped up and can't get to it.
Well, Brimhall stopped a little bit there, and Johnny Luke thought he was going to keep running. By the time he was running again, he lost his footing and couldn't catch up to it.
Johnny Luke's telling him, keep running. 5 seconds to play. 3 seconds. Sadie White gets it off, won't go. Tied at 44, going into the fourth. A good one going here at the rec center.
All right, Grizzly fans, tonight's first quarter is sponsored by Domino's Pizza. Make some noise for Griswold.
So, what do you do for a living?
I lift things up and put them down.
Excuse me?
I lift things up and put them down.
Okay, here's the strength certificate.
I lift things up and put them down.
Over here,
I lift things up and put them down.
and this is our stretching area.
I lift things up. Dum 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 dum. Cool.
Planet Fitness.
So we're tied at 44 here at the rec center on the campus of Logan High. Take a look here at the last few seconds of this period as Ogden outscored Logan 13-11. in that third period. Now that was the possession just before the last possession. They were trying to run that clock down a little bit. Cale Black got down underneath and couldn't get anything done with it. Johnny Luke got a steal and laid it in, tied it up at 44. And we're down to the final 8 minutes. And you got the feeling that this one's going to go right down to the buzzer. This one off the foot of Black, and Johnny Luke's quick hands takes it away and scores.
There's not many people who are going to beat Johnny Luke to that ball.
You and I talked in the break about Luke Falk not playing at all in that third period. He's sitting over on the sideline with ice on his left wrist. Dahl knocks it right back to Smith. And a whistle at the other end and a foul.
It's a block. Well, that's a big loss for Logan if Falk can't come back and play. It looks like he's not going to. He's not making any moves that way. Ice on that arm.
Foul on Spencer Smith, his second personal.
Dahl's wide open.
3. No. Rebounded by Buck. Called him Black earlier. It's Cale Buck. Apologies all around. There's Smith.
Boy, that's a smart play. You see Smith coming from the weak side over there, and he gets the pass to him. Doesn't stop, doesn't dribble, doesn't hesitate. Midair, puts it up.
20 points for Smith. 10 in the second, 5 in the third, 5 so far in the fourth. Logan's ball, and they trail by a bucket. There's Luke Falk with the ice on his hand. That's his right hand.
Now, Coach Rivero on the other end of the gym probably watching that real close.
Yeah, he's your quarterback next year. Down underneath, Brimhall ties it up.
Brimhall.
Spencer Smith, pretty good scorer on the season at 13.3 points per game, but tonight opening up a can on Logan.
There's Johnny Luke again. Oh, he walked on the way in, but they're going to say he was fouled.
Bailed out.
Yeah.
Foul on number 3, Cale Buck, his first personal. Johnny Luke at the line, shooting for the Grizzlies.
Take a look here.
You shouldn't be surprised that Johnny Luke does this. I mean, he took the ball away with regularity as a football player.
There's that, and he holds that one foot up and gets bailed out on a foul call, and Ogden thinking that the ball is doing them some justice and make that basket.
Yeah, Johnny Luke misses the free throw. Coach McKee spent most of that time where we were in that replay chewing on one of the officials. The official spent most of the time telling him to get back in his coaching box. So Luke makes the second. Logan with a 1-point lead at 49-48. Smith with the ball has 20 points. Murphy for Logan averages nearly 20. He's got 10.
Foul on Dahl, his second personal.
And Dahl picks up the personal, his second.
Jordan Larson.
And Logan with that aggressive, overplaying defense. Picked up a lot of fouls, 6 fouls. So free throws the rest of the way for the Tigers. Ogden with the foul to give. Smith, Sadie White in the middle. Buck has it taken away. Who else? Johnny Luke. 5 points in there in the fourth period for Johnny Luke. 11 on the game. And Logan out to a 3-point lead.
Or you can just feel that Ogden's playing a little bit tighter on the offensive end, not as crisper passes and a little slower to react.
Egbert got fouled underneath.
It's got to be on Johnny Luke.
It is. That's his third.
Foul on Johnny Luke, his third personal. Lyden Egbert at the line, shooting for the Tigers.
And good thing for Logan that Johnny does pick up the foul, because